Now we'll look for a multiple exception handler. So in the previous example, we were catching one error. Now, for example, I have a try-catch block, which I'm trying to get some. So I have a variable one, which is I'll be using some input, okay? And then I have a variable two, which I'll be having another input. Let's give the message. I want to have enter the first number. Okay. And similarly, I will say enter the second numbers. Okay. Enter the second number. I can put some break and something like that. Now I want to divide. So I have a result variable, and then I say num1 divided by num2. Okay. So we are trying to divide, and then I'll say print the result. It is like result is column, and then I say comma result. Okay. If I don't choose try catch, see what happens. So let me clear this screen, CLS, and then I can say Python and grade.py. Okay. So we have some error message. Num1 is equal to unexpected indentation. Okay, because before we were having a try block, and now we don't have the try block. So unexpected indentation is there. So let me close this one and try to run again. Enter the first number. I say 12 and then 13. Okay. Oh, we got an error message. Why we got an error message? Because the first value is a string, the second value is a string. So we have the type error. Okay, so to fix this error, what we're going to do is we can say int, and anything I will input will become integer. Let me make the size a little bit smaller so it can fit on one line. And I'll say integer, and then I'll say like that. Okay, now let's try that. So enter the first number is 12 and the 10 is the second number. And I got 1.2. So it divided the result by 1.2. Very good. And now I try to run again and I say 12 and divided by mistake, I said 0. Oh my goodness, we got a problem. Now we have 0 division. Huh? So we have to catch this error. Otherwise, it will crash the program and we will lose the control. So I can say try. And then I say accept. And accept what? Accept 0 division. Z-E-R-O. Z is capital, D is capital, and then error, E is capital. So if you have this kind of problem, then I should say I should send a message. Friend, what? You cannot divide by 0. Okay, fine. Okay, we are also expecting another error. What is that? That could be a value error. You remember the last time we had a value error because I entered the string, something like that. So that was a value error. So I'm going to say, please enter the valid integer value number. Okay. So that is what we can say. Now let's run it and we'll do the same. We'll try to divide by 0. And you see that you cannot divide by 0. So it didn't break the program. It exit gracefully with the comment because exception was raised at this point. It didn't go to the result. This statement was bypassed. It jumps directly to this part. Now I say enter is 0 and I say divided by A. Okay. Now it jumps to the value error. It didn't go to the divided by 0, huh? Because this was not the error. Now we got value error. please enter the valid number. You see here, please enter the valid number. So this values comes in. So this shows that we can handle multiple exceptions at one place. So no problem. You can have as many as you can catch as many as number errors as what you want in the exception part. And if you are not catching, the exception and something happens, then the program will halt. So for example, let me comment this one. So now I'm just catching the division by 0. So, and if I make the same mistake divided by a, this time the program will break, it will crash the program. So to make it not to crash the program, we can catch multiple exception in one go, no problem at all. So divided by s, okay, please enter the valid number, which is this one. So that's it for now.